Hello and welcome to this channel about cryptocurrency education. Today I'd like to talk about Cardano, of course. Here on this channel you get daily ADA content, and if you want to get more about that and more of that content, please hit the like button and also consider subscribing, as it helps first the channel and then yourself, because you get regular ADA Cardano updates, and also it helps the algorithm to suggest this video and other videos to other viewers. But let's go right into it. Today I'd like to take a look at this article. I think these are huge news, and I talked about some of them in other videos already. But this article talks about that Cardano, we could see a supply shock coming that may drive the ADA price to $5. First of all, that is what I've said throughout pretty much every video that I've done on Cardano. Not every video, but since I started this channel around 2 months ago, I said that this year I expect a price of around $4.50, maybe $5 by the end of this year in the next Bitcoin bull run, which I believe we are currently seeing. Actually, we're just starting doing it, and we're in this new or latest bull run, or the last part of the current bull run. So I think we haven't seen the all-time highs yet, and I think this is going to happen this year. Now, why should there be a supply shock? First of all, there are three great news that have recently come out. First of all, and generally, when we're looking at a bear market or a bull market, in a bear market, generally, the mood is quite negative. Especially among investors, also in the media, you see a lot of negative news, and we've seen that with China and Elon Musk, talking negatively about Bitcoin and stuff like that. But now more and more positive news are coming out. First of all, we've seen, and I talked about that in another video, we've seen the Japanese approval for Cardano to be listed on one exchange end of this month. The next one is actually that a guy from the Coin Bureau. If you don't know him, he's got a huge YouTube channel, and he talked about Cardano, I believe it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. He predicted that we could see $5 by the end of this year, which is what I've said as well before. And he doesn't talk about any coin, I think he only talks about projects he believes in, and that is really, really positive news. But the biggest news have actually come out yesterday. We are now in Alonzo Purple. This is a fully public testnet, which is the last step before we can actually see the mainnet rollout. So what is happening, whereas before we were in Alonzo Blue and White, which was restricted to 50 and 500 users, now in the Alonzo Purple, I think every developer, everyone who was part of the Plutus Pioneer program can participate. I think from memory, Charles Hoskinson said that could be up to 2,000 users. Now, eventually, obviously on the mainnet, there will be more users, but this just shows we are scaling up. This is the last step before we will see the mainnet rollout. And this, I think, was the last bit maybe that the Cardano price needed to move above the current, or the price level that we were traded, that we've seen for around a month now. This sort of 120, 130 level, which was so difficult to get above, and now we are headed towards 145, 150 hopefully. But why do we see a supply shock potentially coming? So first of all, this article refers to the fact that most of ADA's current supply is staked. We know that around over 70% of ADA's circulating supply is currently staked, and that only around 30% is in hands on exchanges. I believe, and we've seen that for a while, that people who are actually staking ADA will continue to stake ADA, because these people generally believe in the project. And I believe that the fact that we've been staking ADA, all of us probably, that we are staking ADA, and that more than 70% of ADA are staked, has prevented the Cardano price from dropping below the $1 mark. That is what I believe. I also think this accounts to the fact that we've seen that massive price increase from end of last year to May this year. I believe because if most of the coins are staked, there is obviously less supply, which we can see also in the volume. I mean, the volume has dropped quite significantly compared to where we were before. But the volume might have dropped because more and more people are staking ADA, not touching their ADA, hiding it away in their hardware wallet or on the Yoroi wallet, wherever, and gaining beautiful rewards with diamond hands. So there is only 30% left pretty much on exchanges, which according to this article says it is easier for the altcoin to rally. Now I think it is hard to say if that's actually true. It is hard to say. I mean, I just said that I believe that this has prevented the price to drop below $1, and I really believe that. But it's really hard to really hard to say, to understand all these mechanics that drive prices, because what eventually could happen if someone wants to sell, you know, they get their ADA out of their wallet and put them onto an exchange to trade them. So it's, you know, it's not really out of circulation, it's just staked, but it's still sort of on the market. And if someone wants to get rid of it, they can. Even though I think with Cardano, because it is the most decentralized cryptocurrency, it is quite hard for an individual to actually move the market dramatically, which is positive. I think on Polkadot, that is quite different. I think on Polkadot, most DOT are actually, you know, a few people hold a lot of DOT. So if they want to get rid of their DOT tokens, they can move the market quite dramatically. But with Cardano, it's a bit different because it is very, very decentralized. It's more decentralized than, as I just said, Polkadot. But, you know, does it really? I mean, I read an article a week ago where actually it said that the amount of staked coins doesn't really affect the price moves. It's just hard to say. Nobody really knows, I believe. There is too much that that plays a role here. But yeah, I think in theory, if people keep their ADA on their wallets, if they do, then it might be easier for a price to go up and to rally, because in the end, if more and more people get into the market, you know, if we break important resistance levels like the 145 to 150 range, I think, then more people will see it, because we've never been above that level actually before the all-time high. So if we break that, we will possibly see a new all-time high, hopefully. I still believe that. I think we will get to $4 to $5 this year. All the trends, and I said that in this morning's video, all the trend indicators are really showing positive. It seems like we might be going to the roof now, with all the to the moon. With all these positive news that have recently come out, there will be more positive news to come. I think next week we will get the mid-month update, more detailed update about Alonzo Purple. And then we hopefully will see more significant price increases as the public will understand that Cardano is really a significant project. Many people still haven't heard about it, I think, because most people are still interested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm not talking about people who know about crypto, but people, just the general public who just want to be invested, who then will get the FOMO and just want to jump in. So when the FOMO kicks in, I believe, yes, we could see another parabolic increase like that. And hopefully it will be more long lasting. I think with this price increase here, it was a bit problematic with the timing, because it happened after Bitcoin's all-time high. And then when Bitcoin just dropped from the all-time high to just around $30,000, then obviously Cardano followed, unfortunately. But had we seen more and more price increases, or a more sustainable high-level price of around 50,000-60,000 for Bitcoin, I believe we might have seen even more all-time high, a higher all-time high. So it was a bit bad with the timing. We reached the all-time high when Bitcoin began to drop, unfortunately. So yeah, it was all bad timing. So, and then the volumes have gone down, obviously. So yeah, if the volumes pick up and people are getting more interested, I think it might be easier with all the ADA staked to get a new all-time high. I believe that. Guy believes that from the Coin Bureau, and that is great because he has quite a bit of an influence, and he is also, with his video, he made people aware that Cardano is a serious investment, or at least a project to take a look into, because he doesn't give any investment advice. Same, I don't give any investment advice. Please always do your own research. This is just my own opinion. And hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.